Hello, welcome to Daily News from Marjaeyat TV. Scholarly meetings of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi during nights of Ramadan. Another session of the scholarly meetings at the house of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Qom was held during the holy month of Ramadan. During this session, several senior scholars, clerics, and seminarians asked questions on Islamic beliefs, history, and laws. The dear viewers can tune in these scholarly meetings every night at 10:30 p.m. Qom local time, live on Marjaeyat TV and other Shia TV networks, as well as the Al-Shirazi application. Activities by Sayyid Ahmed Shirazi in Kuwait. During Ramadan 1444, Sayyid Ahmed Shirazi, son of the esteemed high-ranking Marja, Ayatollah Sayyid al-Hussein Shirazi, continued his meetings with believers in Kuwait. He had a discussion with Haj Yaqub Jalijal and Haj Mohammad Khaja during his visit. Additionally, he attended a ceremony commemorating the 22nd anniversary of the passing of the late Marja, Ayatollah Sayyid Muhammad Hussein Shirazi, in the Husayniya of Rasul Adam. Commemorations of World Day of Supporting Al-Askari Imams in Holy Samarra. The Mawkib Al-Wila Wal-Fida Wal-Fath is affiliated with the Public Relations Center of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Karbala. On the last Friday of the blessed month of Ramadan, this Mawkib was present at the holy shrine of the two Imams in Samarra, where morning ceremonies were held with a speech by Sheikh Rasul Allami. Every year on the last Friday of Ramadan, thousands of faithful believers from Iraq are transported to the holy city of Samarra to celebrate the World Day of Supporting the two Imams. According to the PR office, more than 14,000 pilgrims were sent to Samarra this year. Additionally, Sayyid Arif Nasrallah, the director of the PR office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, had a meeting with the officials of the holy shrine of the two Imams to express his appreciation for their collaboration with the Mawkib Al-Wila Wal-Fida Wal-Fath. Tribal personalities meet Director of Public Relations Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. Sayyid Arif Nasrallah, the director of the PR office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Karbala, hosted guests from the holy city of Karbala and the city of Shatra in the past few days. On Monday, he welcomed a group of tribal and social personalities and discussed with them the importance of the law of sanctity of Karbala. The director of the PR office also hosted a group of believers from the city of Shatra, a suburb of Diga province in Iraq, on Tuesday, during which the guests expressed their appreciation for the activities of the Al-Wila Wal-Fida Wal-Fath procession. Marjaeyat TV hosts delegations from Office of Ayatollah Sheikh Fazel Saffar. The Office of Marjaeyat TV in Karbala recently hosted a delegation from the Office of Ayatollah Sheikh Fazel al-Saffar, one of the scholars teaching Islamic jurisprudence in this city. During this meeting, the importance of media activities in promoting religious teachings and the teachings of the AhlulBayt, peace be upon them, was discussed, along with the activities of the Marjaeyat TV during the month of Ramadan 1444. 22nd anniversary of late Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Muhammad Shirazi in Kuwait. A ceremony was held in Kuwait to commemorate the 22nd anniversary of the passing of the late Marja, Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Muhammad Hussein Shirazi. The event was held at the Mosque of Rasul Adam, which is one of the centers related to Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the country, and was attended by prominent scholars, representatives of Islamic jurists, teachers of seminaries, cultural and social figures, and the general public. Sheikh Murtaza Shahrudi expressed his views on the scientific, jihadi, and cultural services of the late source of emulation, Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Muhammad Hussein Shirazi, during this ceremony. Yaseen Husayniya prepares to distribute 14,000 food baskets to needy in Afghanistan. The charity committee affiliated with the Yaseen Mosque in Husayniya, one of the centers affiliated to Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Sydney, Australia, announced the preparation of 14,000 food packages for distribution among needy families and orphans in Afghanistan. According to this committee, these food packages are planned to be distributed among the Shia residents of Mazar Sharif. In the previous years, similar charitable actions have been carried out by the charity committee affiliated to the Yaseen Mosque and Husayniya in other cities in Afghanistan. It is said that the preparation and distribution of these food packages began during the days of the mourning of the first oppressed leader, the master of the pious Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, peace be upon him. This charitable action is in line with the guidance and recommendations of the esteemed Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Hussein Shirazi. Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi holds scholarly meetings in Basra, Iraq. The office of the Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Hussein Shirazi in the city of Basra, Iraq, has been hosting various religious and scholarly figures during the blessed month of Ramadan. Through holding the educational sessions, this office discusses various jurisprudential and theological issues during this auspicious month. These sessions are attended by a group of religious and seminary figures, seminary students, and the general public. These meetings continue during the final nights of the month as well. Sayyid Shuhada World Committee distributes food to needy in East Africa. Sayyid Shuhada World Committee, a center associated with Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Kuwait, distributed hundreds of food packages among needy Shia families in East African countries as part of its charitable activities. This initiative was carried out by Sayyid Shuhada World Committee and its affiliated centers in several East African countries. It should be noted that the charitable activities of Sayyid Shuhada World Committee are in line with the recommendations of the Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Hussein Shirazi. Joint charity work of Misbah al-Hussein Foundation and AhlulBayt Islamic Thought Center. The food packages donated by Misbah al-Hussein Foundation were distributed through centers under the supervision of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi's office in cooperation with the AhlulBayt Islamic Thought Center in Baghdad. This action was carried out as part of the implementation of the foundation's project to distribute 100,000 food packages in 11 provinces of Iraq during Ramadan. This program is carried out every year by Misbah al-Hussein Foundation in the last 10 days of Ramadan, covering several provinces of Iraq. This year, the program includes the provinces of Karbala, Najaf, Baghdad, Basra, Digar, Salahuddin, Babylon, Kirkuk, Wasit, Nineveh, and Diyala. Imam Shirazi Foundation holds meeting to discuss AhlulBayt's view on the advancement of nations. Imam Shirazi World Foundation recently held a scientific session in Karbala under the title of The Role of Virtues and the Progress of Nations from the Perspective of the AhlulBayt, peace be upon them. This scientific session was attended by a group of researchers, scholars, and students who presented their findings on this topic. During the session, Sheikh Murtaza Maash, the director of the Cultural and Media Institute of Annaba, stated that anything that contains virtues leads to progress, growth, and human advancement, while anything that causes deficiency or vice in humans, such as ignorance and backwardness, is considered to be abject. The infallible Imams, peace be upon them, have emphasized virtues as the most important pillar in the process of human progress. Iraqi civil foundations collaborate with Misbah al-Hussein Foundation to distribute 100,000 food baskets in Iraq. Misbah al-Hussein Foundation in Karbala, Iraq, announced the cooperation of dozens of religious, cultural, and social institutions and organizations in distributing 100,000 food packages in 11 provinces of Iraq. According to officials of this institution, the Human Rights Commission of Karbala, the Human Rights Office in Nineveh Province, the Anwar al-Huda Charity, the Salah al-Khair Foundation, Tasnim Institution, the Association of Disabled Persons in the Holy City of Karbala, the Institution of Lady Zainab, peace be upon her, the Preaching Unit of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi's office in Najaf, the Tuz Khormatu Charity Association, Isnad Center to Empower Women and Children, the Women's Affairs Office in Karbala, the Rayhana Rafidain Women and Children Support Association, and several other institutions collaborated in implementing this project in different cities across Iraq. This project is implemented every year by this institution during the last 10 days of the holy month of Ramadan and includes several provinces of Iraq. Fatima Zahra Institute runs charity programs on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr. Hazrat Fatima Zahra Cultural Charitable Institution, which is affiliated with Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Karbala, carried out another charitable activity on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr. In order to commemorate this blessed day and to support orphan and needy families, this institution distributed food packages along with cash amounts, Eid clothes, tents, and shoes. Dozens of orphans and needy families benefited from this charitable and humanitarian act, which took place on the 27th of Ramadan, 1444 AH. Darul Mahdi Institute runs Quranic programs in Isfahan City, Iran. Darul Mahdi Institute, affiliated with Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Isfahan, held a series of Quranic programs during the blessed month of Ramadan. Accordingly, Quranic classes were held for brothers and sisters, and a large number of enthusiasts participated in these classes. It is said that a total of 17 classes for men were held in the fields of basic recitation, rhythmic recitation, advanced recitation, and sound and tone in different age groups. 28 classes were also held for women in various Quranic fields: interpretation, jurisprudence, explanation of Nahj al-Balagha, Mahdism, and also the Fariqiyya sermon in different age groups. These classes were held during the blessed nights of Ramadan, and a total of 690 brothers and 360 sisters participated in these classes. It should be noted that at the end of the blessed month of Ramadan and on the night of Eid al-Fitr, all participants in these Quranic courses are appreciated with valuable gifts. It is worth mentioning that the Darul Mahdi Institute was established in 1375 AH on the recommendations of the late Marja, Ayatollah Sayyid Muhammad Husseini Shirazi, and is now continuing its activities under the guidance of the great Marja of the Shia world, Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Husseini Shirazi.